You know, most people over 50 start noticing it in small ways. The newspaper looks blurrier than it used to. Driving at night feels like facing 1,000 tiny suns. Streetlights glare, faces fade in dim restaurants, and you start wondering if it's just getting older. The truth, it's not just age. I'm Dr. Brian, and welcome to Channel Ageless Garden, where we help you protect your health, independence, and joy, naturally. Here's something most eye specialists never tell you. Vision loss isn't inevitable. In fact, specific vitamins can protect your eyes, repair damage, and even sharpen vision that's been fading for years. Today, we're exploring the three best vitamins proven to defend and nourish your eyes from the inside out. We'll talk about how to include them safely, naturally, and effectively, because better eyesight begins with what's on your plate, not just what's in your prescription. Let's begin. Our eyes are remarkable. Living cameras made of nerves, blood vessels, and light-sensitive cells working every second of every day. But as the years go by, constant exposure to sunlight, oxygen, and environmental stress creates something called oxidative stress. It's like rust forming inside the delicate machinery of your eyes. Over time, that rust clouds the lens, weakens the retina, and sets the stage for cataracts and macular degeneration. Vitamins act like tiny repair teams, patching damage, cleaning up waste, and protecting the cells that let you see clearly. Science from the National Eye Institute confirms it. Nutrition truly shapes how we age visually. Let me tell you a story about George. He's 74, a retired school teacher who loved reading late into the night. Over the years, he began noticing something strange. When the sun went down, the world seemed to dim much faster for him than for everyone else. Driving at dusk became nerve-wracking. He called it evening fog. When he came to see me, we discovered his vitamin A levels were low. Within 3 months of changing his diet and adding the right foods, that fog began to lift. Vitamin A is the quiet cornerstone of sight. Inside your eyes, it helps form a light-sensitive pigment called rhodopsin. You can think of rhodopsin as the film in an old camera, the part that captures the image when light hits it. Without enough vitamin A, your eyes struggle to adjust from bright sunlight to dim rooms. That's why deficiency often shows up as night blindness. But the work of vitamin A doesn't stop there. It maintains the cornea, the clear window at the front of the eye that focuses light. When this surface dries or thickens, everything looks hazy. Vitamin A keeps it smooth, moist, and ready to transmit light sharply. It also strengthens the immune defenses in your tear glands and eye tissues, reducing the risk of infections and irritation, issues that are surprisingly common among seniors. Now here's where food truly becomes medicine. Vitamin A doesn't just come in pills. It's richly available in the colors of your plate. Carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, kale, and collard greens all contain beta-carotene, a natural compound your body cleverly converts into vitamin A. Imagine every orange and dark green food as a little spark of clarity for your eyes. There's one important detail, though. Your body can't absorb this vitamin well without healthy fats. That means pairing your greens or carrots with olive oil, a few slices of avocado, or a sprinkle of nuts. I often tell my patients, a vitamin is only as good as its partner. So next time you toss a salad, drizzle olive oil over spinach or kale. That simple pairing turns a side dish into vision protection. For those who prefer something sweet, blend a smoothie with carrots, orange juice, and half an avocado. It's delicious and eye-nourishing. Even small servings a few times a week can keep your vitamin A level strong. Now, about dosage, older adults generally need around 700 to 900 micrograms per day. More isn't better. Vitamin A is fat-soluble, which means it can build up in your system if you overdo it. Too much can stress the liver or even cause dizziness and bone weakness. That's why I recommend getting most of it from food, with supplements only filling small gaps under medical supervision. In George's case, we started with food. He began eating more leafy greens, roasted sweet potatoes, and salmon drizzled with olive oil. After a few months, his eyes adjusted faster when walking into dim rooms, and his cornea, once slightly dry, looked healthy again. He told me, "I didn't realize how much light I was missing until I got it back." That's the beauty of vitamin A. It doesn't just preserve your eyesight, It renews your connection to the world around you. The colors seem brighter, the text on the page clearer, the nights less intimidating. It builds the foundation, strengthening the eye structure, sharpening focus, and protecting the cornea like a faithful guardian. So think of it this way. Every meal is an opportunity to polish your inner camera lens. A serving of spinach, a baked sweet potato, a touch of olive oil. These aren't just foods to improve eyesight. They're a diet to improve eyesight naturally, restoring the vividness of life one bite at a time. A few years ago, I met Eleanor, a gentle, soft-spoken 68-year-old who came to me complaining that bright lights seemed to scatter when she drove at night. "It's like there's a halo around everything," she said. Her glasses prescription was fine, but her lenses had started to lose their natural clarity. When we discussed her diet, she realized she rarely ate fruits or vegetables, mostly toast and tea. Her story isn't unusual. Many older adults eat less vitamin C than their eyes truly need. Vitamin C is the body's natural shield against oxidative stress, the invisible wear and tear caused by sunlight, pollution, and even normal aging. Every time your eyes focus, tiny oxygen molecules called free radicals are released. They're like sparks flying off a machine in motion. Without protection, these sparks slowly damage the proteins that keep your eye's lens clear. That's how cataracts form, gradually, quietly, until the world starts to look like it's behind a fogged-up window. Vitamin C works like an extinguisher for those sparks. It neutralizes the damage before it can spread, preserving the transparency of your lenses and the strength of the tiny blood vessels that feed your retina. It also helps your body produce collagen, which gives structure to the cornea and keeps the capillaries in your eyes strong and elastic. Without collagen support, those vessels become fragile, causing microbleeds or vision distortion over time. Now let's bring in the science. One of the most trusted sources of eye research, the Age-Related Eye Disease Study, AREDS, from the National Eye Institute, found something remarkable. People who had higher levels of vitamin C in their diets had a significantly lower risk of developing advanced macular degeneration, the leading cause of blindness in older adults. Other studies show that maintaining adequate vitamin C intake can reduce cataract risk by as much as 30%. That's not a small number. It's a reminder that your grocery list might be more powerful than any prescription bottle. Vitamin C isn't stored in your body for long. It's water-soluble, meaning you need a steady daily supply. Luckily, it's found in some of the most vibrant, refreshing foods. Oranges and grapefruits, yes, but also strawberries, kiwi, red bell peppers, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. Even 1 cup of strawberries can meet your daily requirement. Think of it as your morning gift to your eyes. Add them to oatmeal or yogurt, or toss bell peppers into your dinner stir-fry. For Eleanor, the solution was surprisingly simple. She started adding half a grapefruit with breakfast, a handful of strawberries in the afternoon, and a serving of broccoli at dinner. Within 2 months, she told me her night vision had improved. The glare while driving had faded and her eyes didn't feel as strained. No miracle pill, no surgery, just consistent, colorful eating. Most adults need around 75 milligrams a day for women and 90 for men, though some experts recommend 200 to 250 milligrams for optimal eye support, especially in seniors. Because your body flushes out what it doesn't use, moderate supplements are safe, but there's no need for megadoses, which can upset your stomach. A balanced approach, whole foods first, supplements second, works best. If vitamin A builds the foundation for your vision, vitamin C acts as the bodyguard standing at the gate, blocking the oxidative invaders before they harm your eye tissue. It's what keeps your lenses clear, your blood vessels strong, and your vision resilient in the face of time. And here's the beauty of it all. The same foods that brighten your plate with color also brighten your world. Every juicy berry, every crisp pepper, every tangy orange slice is an act of self-care. These are not just foods to boost eye health. They're little bursts of protection and renewal. So the next time you wonder how to improve eyesight naturally, don't look for complex routines. Look for color, bright, lively, living color. Because in every shade of red, orange, and green lies a molecule of light waiting to protect the way you see it. There's a quiet power in sunlight, something deeply healing about how it warms the skin, lifts the mood, and gently wakes the body's natural rhythms. But for many older adults, that light has slowly slipped away. We spend more time indoors, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D, and our eyes quietly pay the price. One of my patients, Margaret, age 72, came to me after years of battling dry, irritated eyes. "It feels like sandpaper," she said. She tried drops, ointments, even humidifiers, but nothing helped for long. A simple blood test revealed a severe vitamin D deficiency. That discovery changed everything. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin, but I like to think of it as the eye's peacekeeper. Inside your body, it helps regulate inflammation, the low-level internal fire that smolders in aging tissues. When inflammation runs unchecked, it damages the very cells that allow you to see: the retina, the cornea, the tear glands. It's a bit like smoke building up inside a house. Vitamin D helps clear the air. Studies have linked low vitamin D levels with a higher risk of macular degeneration, glaucoma, and chronic dry eye syndrome. It supports the immune system within your eyes, helping to maintain a healthy tear film that keeps your corneas lubricated and comfortable. When you think of moisture, think of vitamin D. It's the silent force that helps your eyes stay smooth and nourished. Margaret's turnaround began not with medication, but with small, gentle lifestyle shifts. She started walking outside for 15 minutes each morning, just enough sunlight on her face and arms to awaken her body's vitamin D production. She added salmon and sardines to her weekly meals and enjoyed a glass of fortified milk at breakfast. Within 3 months, her eyes felt completely different. "It's the first time in years I can read without stopping to blink," she said with tears of relief. Sunlight remains the most natural and powerful source of vitamin D. For most people, 10 to 20 minutes of exposure to the arms and face several times a week is enough. If you live in colder regions or spend little time outdoors, you can get vitamin D through foods like fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, and sardines, as well as fortified dairy products and mushrooms exposed to sunlight. Think of your diet as your indoor sunshine. Many older adults need about 600 to 800 IU of vitamin D daily, though some may require more depending on blood levels. The key is balance. Too little, and inflammation quietly erodes the eye's delicate structures. Too much, and you risk calcium buildup in tissues and kidneys. That's why I always recommend checking your levels with your doctor before supplementing. What fascinates me most about vitamin D is how it doesn't just protect. It restores balance throughout the body. It strengthens bones, lifts mood, and calms inflammation in ways that benefit your entire well-being. In the eyes, it helps cells communicate better, improving oxygen flow to the retina and supporting the fine-tuned work of converting light into vision. When you step outside in the morning sun, you're not just getting light, you're feeding your eyes at the cellular level. Pair that sunlight with vitamin D-rich foods, and you create a natural synergy. For example, grilled salmon with spinach drizzled in olive oil combines vitamin D with vitamin A and healthy fats, multiplying the benefits for your vision. Vitamin D is often overlooked, but it's the missing puzzle piece in many seniors' eye care routines. It keeps your vision resilient, your eyes moist and comfortable, and your outlook, quite literally, brighter. So if you've been wondering how to improve eyesight naturally, remember, sunlight is nature's gentle prescription. Go outside, let the light touch your face, breathe deeply, and know that you're doing something profoundly healing for your eyes and your life. Each vitamin we've talked about plays its own role, but the real magic happens when they work in harmony. Vitamin A sharpens vision and keeps the cornea clear. Vitamin C defends against oxidative damage, keeping tissues young and strong. Vitamin D calms inflammation and supports healthy tear flow. Together, they form a complete defense system: structure, protection, and restoration all in one. Clinical studies like AREDS and AREDS 2 confirm it. Combining key nutrients can slow vision loss by up to 25%. Balance is the secret. Daily nourishment through food, sunlight, and care that keeps your eyes thriving for years. So here's the truth I want you to hold on to. Protecting your eyes doesn't require miracle cures or fancy treatments. It begins with small, consistent choices. Vitamin A builds the foundation for clear sight. Vitamin C shields your eyes from the wear of time. And vitamin D soothes inflammation, keeping them comfortable and bright. Together, they're nature's trifecta for lifelong vision. Take a walk in the morning sun, enjoy colorful meals, and nourish yourself daily. If this message resonated with you, like, subscribe, and share it with someone you love. Protecting your vision means protecting your independence. Start today.